And now enjoy this free Jason Modcast show.
The World of Myth Bits.
Welcome to the World of Myth Bits podcast. I am your host, Stephanie Barty, and the asshole sitting in front of me is my co-host. What? He was trying to make me screw up the opening.
Oh, that hurts. Just, you wound, madam, right? You cut me right to the quick.
I'm sorry. Do you see? I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I'm not feeling the sincerity. There's the lack of tears is,
Hold on. I have a cup of water. There. There we go. Tears.
Still not buying it. Not buying it.
All right. I'm sorry.
All right. Fine then.
It's been a day.
Oh, it's been a day. It's been a day.
Distracted driving and all.
Well, you said the RCMP should be busting your door down any second now.
Yeah, probably. I don't think it's going to be for distracted driving, though. It's going to be for what I have in my search content.
Whoa, you might want to check the statute of limitations. So easy with the information you're slinging out there.
So let's get the official stuff out of the way before we forget again.
Okay, I called it the Dog and Pony Show. You want to call it the official stuff?
Well, we have to plug the World of Myth magazine at www. What? That's official.
Okay. Go for it.
We keep forgetting.
Yeah,
no,
we do.
Go
we
ahead.
keep forgetting.
You interrupted me. You do it now.
No, you're
I don't want to.
You don't. This is going to be an awfully short fucking podcast. Which probably is for the better. So, the World of Myth, theworldofmyth.com. What else is there? The
JZOMon
hub for the podcast and everything else.
Yeah, it's JZOMon.com. Dave rattles it off like it's
he's only been doing it for a decade.
Birthday.
Or so.
I know. And you can find me at Lupa B on Twitter. Stephanie Barty on Facebook.
I'm just pulling up my Twitter right now, see if there's anything.
I have no idea what my Instagram is.
I don't have an Instagram for this one, but on Twitter, I am at TWOMBP. Simple enough.
Yep.
So
2MBP.
2MBP. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So you can shoot me a message, DM me, add me. I don't know. Hate mail, whatever.
Tell him I'm not as cruel to him as he thinks I am.
They know better. They've listened.
Don't make me break out the book.
The book. And like I said, this is why
I have it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Right here, see?
Animal. Just
the spines touch. The edges of the spines touch.
I'm not looking.
I know.
La 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 la.
I was told I was being masochistic to you earlier today.
Lolly?
Yes.
Lolly to the rescue.
Of course, but she had my back.
Damn it. Lolly's a turncoat.
Yep.
All right.
I did have to have a good laugh at our little American friend today too.
Which little one? Randy?
Dave.
Oh.
No, Dave. When I said I was following the beer store truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he went, to where? From where?
Yeah.
So
see,
I guess we have to explain that because we do have some American listeners. I'm sure there's
One
at
or
least
two.
two of them.
At least two.
Dave listens.
He really doesn't have a choice.
And I think Randy listens. But
yeah, I think you might be right there.
So we have two.
At least.
Yeah, at least.
DC probably listened once.
Oh, I think she listens. And Lolly's Canadian, so she listens.
Yeah, 3.
Because, her and I are in the same town. I'll hunt her down.
Yeah.
See, I know in the States you can go to, like, the gas station and buy a tall boy.
You can go to the gas station and buy a 30-pack of beer. Because
yes, you can. Which boggles my mind because you're at the gas station in your car getting gas to drive. But you can go in and buy liquor.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. That's all you got to do.
But that's just, I know, but it just, why would you put it in a place that, I don't know.
It's called, it's called a convenience store for a reason.
Yeah, it's convenient.
It's convenient.
It's just starting to filter into our grocery stores now. Like, it still freaks me out when I walk into the superstore, like into the real Canadian superstore.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And, the center aisle is all beer and wine.
We, like, the one store that we have in town that is now carrying beer, it's a Sobeys. They had one of the wine rack stores, like, at the front of the store.
Yeah.
And they just opened up an entire row of cooler space for the beer.
Yep.
And I haven't bought beer from the grocery store.
It's weird. It's just wrong. You can't go in and buy your melons and your apples and your meat and your bread and a 6-pack. It's just, no, you go to a separate building to do that. It's weird. It's weird. Weird. Sorry.
You're going to have to get used to it, especially with legalization coming in.
Oh, it's up here. We've got it in the Foodland and in the Superstore. It's not in the Walmart, I don't think.
I don't surprises me that Walmart hasn't jumped on that.
It's not in Walmart yet. But we also have 2 beers. There are 17,000 people in this town, okay?
Yeah.
17,000. It's a small town.
And people need their beer.
2 beer stores. Yeah. 2.
Okay.
And yes, people, it is actually called the beer store.
Okay, beer store has the monopoly for forever. Forever, right?
And we have a liquor store.
Okay, now that they actually are starting to sell beer, it took forever to get beer in the liquor store, right?
Yes, true.
Because the beer store is a separate...
And they still only have select beers in the beer store.
Because
in the liquor store.
The beer store had a monopoly, and there was a separate corporation. Like, the beer store has got nothing to do with the Liquor Control Board of Ontario.
No.
So, they cornered the market, and they were... Basically, it was payola by a lot of the big, giant breweries. So, they... Once the Ontario government said, hey, we're going to put beer in grocery stores, the beer store freaked the fuck out. But what are you looking for?
I was looking for my other charger cord because I don't want this phone to die before I can tell my story.
Oh, okay. We'll tell your story then.
Well, no, I've got 35%.
Tell your story before it dies.
Okay. I have a really good catfish story.
All right.
And I already shared it with you and Dave as it was transpiring.
Yes.
But I want to share it. I want to share it with our audience.
That was a fantastic day. There was so much going on that day. It was like the messages were coming fast and furious, and it was fantastic. And I'm sitting at work, and my phone is exploding with messages coming from Stephanie. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. This is what's going on.
Oh, I was just like screenshotting the conversation and posting. Dave even actually stopped watching The Family Guy because this was more entertaining.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell us your catfish story.
I've gained a few followers on Twitter.
Okay.
Not all of them on the up and up.
No. You mean there's shady shit that happens on the internet?
I know, right?
Bullshit.
And you would think. Now,
somebody should monitor that.
One of my followers followed me for a while, didn't say a whole lot, and he went by the name Edward Albert Andrew.
Edward Albert Andrew.
Yes.
Those are all first names, so he's a terrible human being already.
So then I get a message, and it's very benign, very nice. It says, "Hello, my friend." Okay, hello.
Very presumptuous.
You know, I'll play.
Okay.
Now, I have to throw this out there. I don't trust anybody. I am suspicious from the get-go.
DTA.
So you proved me.
Don't trust
so you
nobody.
proved me wrong.
Yep.
Pretty much. So he says, how are you doing? My name is Prince Andrew, the Duke of York.
Fuck, that's fucking special.
I almost peed my pants laughing. Being a Canadian and having an English grandmother,
Hey,
we follow the royal family like we're related. Okay?
He's a prince. You have to listen to what he says. He's royalty.
I replied in the snarkiest of snarks that I could.
Hello, Your Highness. How may this lowly peasant...
I said, oh, crap. Just bounced down to the bottom of the conversation.
Oh, my goodness.
Scrolling. It was quite the conversation. I won't read the entire conversation.
But
I will give you the gist. But I put, I'm good. And excuse me if I don't actually believe you are Prince Andrew. But it's all good. So he comes back with this big, long...
doubt royalty?
He comes back with this big, long thing. He says, my name is Prince Andrew, Duke of York, blah, 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 blah. And if you go to Wikipedia, he basically cut and pasted the entire first paragraph, word for word, from Wikipedia.
Okay, hold on a sec. Don't you think Prince Andrew would know exactly word for word what his Wikipedia page is? Because, he lived there. He wouldn't put in
all the KG, GCVO, CD, ADC, P, bracket P, and then Andrew Albert Christian Edward, born 19 February 1960. Yeah.
You don't know that.
Okay, I don't, but being suspicious. So then he asks me if I have...
there's another word for cynical.
Okay, cynical. Jaded.
Jaded.
If you will.
Very, very jaded. Part of the Commonwealth. Is like,
if you will. I'm a lowly peasant. Why would he be talking to me?
Exactly. You should be honored that royalty has deemed you worthy of the time that he is spending with you.
Have you seen him? Anyway.
He's a prince. Doesn't matter. He's fucking loaded.
He continues to ask me if I have this. Okay, this is going to make me sound really old. This thing called Hangouts.
Google Hangouts.
I don't know what it is. But apparently a lot of the scammers like to use Hangouts.
Okay.
It's like this chat thing.
Sure.
And he wanted to know if I had it on my cell phone so that we could communicate privately over there.
Oh, Snapchat.
So then he gives me this British at Royal Court UK.ml. And then the Duke of York, Prince Andrew at gmail.com.
Well, Buckingham Palace is way too long to... BuckinghamPalace.com takes too long to type. Gmail is a lot quicker.
So then he's like, can you send me your email or add me on Hangouts so we can have our privacy over there?
Fuck yes.
All right.
Yes.
So.
Is that when he started to send you dick pics on Snapchat?
No. I replied, I don't generally give out my private information. If you are who you say you are, and not just someone good at quoting info readily found on Wikipedia, why don't you have a blue check by your name, like the rest of the sanctioned royal family accounts? I'm Canadian after all, so I follow the royal family quite closely. So he gets a little indignant at this point.
Well, yeah, because the fucking uppity peasant is fucking calling out a prince.
His proper English starts to slip.
Well, because he's fucking mad.
I get back. I have humble.
This serf is fucking...
Yes. This peasant girl.
This lowly fucking milkmaid of a peasant girl.
He says, I have humble myself before you, and you still don't believe me. This account is not an official account. I reach out to the next privileges. That is his phrasing for commoners. Next privileges. Red flag.
Thank you.
Red flag.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord. You should have been bowing and scraping at this point in time.
I reach out to the next privileges through this particular account for your information. I only need someone with a charity heart. Sure. Someone that can handle a charity project. Charity project work for this royal family out there. If charity project work is entrusted under your care, can you be trusted?
Nope. I know
So-
you're pretty fucking shifty to begin with, so.
I reply, and there it is. For a member of the English Commonwealth, your written skills leave a lot to be desired. And it's called the common peasants, not the next privileges. Bad translation, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in unofficial charitable works by unofficial royal accounts. Thank you and good day. So I get back, I was only given you a proposal, I mean no harm. Good day, madam.
Pip, pip,
So
cheerio.
I thought, okay, you know what? I've got him dangling on the string. Let's play with him for a little bit.
Yep.
So then I come back with, you haven't given me anything. You've asked me to chat privately. There has been no mention of anything charitable until I angered you. And he says, it's well, but know that I have never been doubted or treated like this by anyone.
Well,
Okay,
he
so
hasn't, because he's a prince.
I should be a breath of fresh air for him.
No, you're an annoyance. You need to be fucking squashed like the commoner that you are.
And I said, the correct term is
It's
okay. Fine.
Who are you?
Not, it's well. It's
Who
fine.
are you to be fucking correcting royalty?
I'm a fucking writer, okay?
Doesn't matter. He probably knew fucking William Shakespeare. That dude was a fucking writer. So.
Oh, yes. So anyway, I say, the correct term is it's fine. And I'm sure you have. Impersonating a member of the royal family has to raise a few eyebrows. So tell me about this so-called charity. So this is where it starts to get a little hinky.
No.
He says, I want to be close to you, which is why I want to meet you in person as well as talk with you. So now the Duke of York wants to meet me.
You should feel so honored at this point in time that the Duke of York is going to fly over on a royal air carrier.
Oh, wait. No, he's not. No, he's not.
No.
No, he's not.
Why
no,
not?
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Well,
I said you don't even know me. And unless you plan on coming from England, then meeting you is not an option. My husband wouldn't like it unless he can come too.
Oh, the wobbly H.
So he says that means, okay, now this is where he starts explaining how I can meet him. He says that means you have to apply for the membership card.
Oh.
Apparently there's a membership card to become a citizen of England. You become a member.
Well,
when you have the membership card,
it has
you automatically become a member of this great kingdom, and you will become an ambassador of Buckingham Palace. New job.
It's better than driving that little yellow banana fucking car slinging fucking baskets.
I like that job. Now, come on.
Oh, what are you
Nice.
You're gonna moonlight as a fucking ambassador to Canada to Buckingham Palace and keep your
Sure, why
fucking
not?
regular day job?
Incognito.
How incognito? What are you, fucking Jane Bond
If
now?
I'm working for Buckingham Palace, yes, I will be Jane Bond with all the fancy shit. So, by this point in time, he's a scammer. There's no way around it.
What?
So I said, that
Again,
won't
with
work
the
for me.
cynicism.
Hold on. I
No,
said, I'm afraid
no.
to fly. People blow up on planes. That, and I can't leave my country. How much will a membership cost? Are you rich? Will you pay for it? I'm just a poor girl. I could be an ambassador, but you would need to send me money first so I could pay all my debts. I'm so poor and owe a lot of money. I really want to meet you. Can you send me money? So then he gives me the contact information for his attorney.
Willie Fleesham and how?
Richard Jenkins.
Dick
Not
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Dick Jenkins. He's fucking famous.
Yeah. Yep, Dick Jenkins.
He was on.
And again, this is an attorney with a Gmail account.
All right.
And a Chicago phone number.
Offices.
He says there is so much to gain as an ambassador to Buckingham Palace. Projects will be given to you to handle, and 30% of the money given to you for every project is your benefit, while 70% is used for the project.
That's a good deal.
And then he says, this royal family has set aside some huge amount of money for these projects. I want you to promise me you will handle this project in good faith. I am not supposed to have this conversation with you, my dear. You should be directed by the royal attorney. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.
Ta-ta.
So I said, is he in England? That's long distance. I will need some money up front as a show of good faith, and to prove who you are. A few thousand should do. So he sends back, send him a mail. Send him a mail. M-A-L-E.
Phil.
Mail.
He wants Phil.
Regarding this issue, and get back to me as soon as you contact him, okay? And I said, why can you not talk to me anymore? Why is your lawyer in Chicago? And then he gives me
very
again.
Central.
Again, it gives me his official email as well as his Hangout account so that I can communicate with him privately after he just said he's not supposed to talk to me. And then he says his attorney is holding so many responsibility right now, but he will attend to you urgently. I have a foundation over there, so please try and corporate. Please try and corporate.
He wants you to form an LLC. He wants you to form an LLC.
Him.
Yes. You.
Oh, and then he goes, what about your family and your husband? So I come back with, what about them? And he says, how are they doing? I said, tell me about your family. You're the prince.
The chit-chat phase.
He says, okay. And then again, I am Duke of York. Is born 19 February 1960.
What?
That's what I said.
All right.
Yeah. I said, tell me things I can't find online myself. He says, you are free to ask me about anything you feel like asking. Remember, I will not go against the royal rules. Take care of myself, my dear. And I said, you've already broken the rules about having an unsanctioned Twitter account and having a private conversation with a commoner. Why stop now? It must be freeing. You want private conversations elsewhere, and I haven't heard from him since.
God damn it.
Yeah. As soon as he couldn't get money out of me and I wanted money, he went away. Aw. I guess he really wasn't the Duke of York. I could have been the next Fergie.
You could have been the Duchess of York.
I could have been the next Duchess of York. I'd make a good Duchess.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dying to hear the qualifications that you bring to the Duchess of York position.
I'm a commoner.
No shit.
Commoner.
No shit.
They'll like me. I will sit down in the pub with them and drink a pint. Because it'll be far better than what I'm going to get at the castle. I don't drink champagne, thank you.
Well, okay. You would probably...
Although I do hear the Queen's got a pretty good stash of wine.
Yeah, well, gee, you think?
But yeah, my poor prince. He went away. So let that be a note to you out there, anybody who's going to try and scam me. I catfished a catfisher. And he went away.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know.
I
don't know if I have anything to follow that up with.
I've done that to a few. That's the first one that I actually kept to share.
Yeah.
I've had a few try and scam me, and I get friend requests on Facebook on my public author account all the frickin' time. The last one really made me laugh. Normally they come through with like normal John Smith, Dave, whatever,
Montoya,
and it's a and it's a fairly benign picture.
Yeah.
Which if you Google search the picture, it'll come up as somebody else. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, you can see you can see those scammers coming from a mile away.
Oh God, yeah. But I had one.
For me, it tends to be like a hot chick who's got two pictures, and she's just
and no
joined.
Friends.
Yeah, no friends.
Exactly.
And she just joined Facebook, and it's like not today, ISIS. I don't think so.
Nope. Nope. I had it was 2 days ago. I got a friend request from as Caucasian as you could get, in military fatigues, named Felicia Alexandria. Apparently, they didn't look into the translation of that name very well.
No, why would they?
Because Felicia Alexandria is a very female name.
Well,
I mean, yes, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not,
why are you judging? Why?
But he had absolutely
kind of
no
sexist.
no pictures. No pictures.
No
but
pictures,
that one.
No mutual friends. No friends.
No friends at all.
Yeah.
None.
Right
Nothing.
there. That is a huge red flag.
And I mean, even the ones that, if we have one or two friends in common, and then all of the rest are like names I can't pronounce.
Nah.
I will get a hold of the friend we have in common and go, who is this person and how do you know them and why are they wanting to be my friend?
Yeah.
And I actually did this to my friend Brendan because I got a friend request. Yes, I got a friend request and we had Brendan in common as a friend. So immediately, Brendan, who the hell is this person? Why does he want to be my friend? All of a sudden. And how do you know him? And he sends back, I don't recognize that name. I don't think I know that person. So I sent him the link to the person's Facebook page. And he went and checked it out. And he says, yeah, I don't know this person. And I've just unfriended them. Yeah. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Yeah. But he's an author as well. And his Facebook account is his author account. So it's very hard. Like, you get friend requests from people, especially when it's a public account. And you kind of go, okay, you got to check the person out to see if they're real, for one. Yeah. And, they could be, because it's a public account, they could have come across your account, like what you've written, and want to, follow you or whatever. Okay, click follow. Don't send me a friend request.
Well, maybe they want to be in contact.
There's that too.
Maybe,
I have added.
If somebody wants to is clicking that friend request button, maybe they like you and they want to get to know the face behind.
But have friends.
Okay, yeah, okay. If it's a person with no friends, and like that is a scam page. But
if this person has, like, I've had friend requests from people that I don't know, that we don't have any friends in common, but they have like 130 friends. They've been on Facebook for like 10 years, and they post stuff.
It's a legit
and they've
account.
got like 5,000 freaking pictures and selfies and stuff. It's a legitimate account. So I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I start getting the creepy direct messages, Facebook messages, it's like, yeah, you're gone. See ya.
I had that on my Instagram account. Somebody had added. I get a bunch of those. I get a bunch of people following me on Instagram, and I'm like, how do you know me? And I look at it, and there's like one or two pictures. And it's like inevitably a hot chick, and they're going, this guy will take the bait, and it's like, no. I've been around the block once or twice. I know what you're trying to do. Not going to happen.
What? Hello, kitty.
No, I got one creeping around the bottom of my desk, too.
That's who I'm talking to. Yeah. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to your cat.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Because I can hear it. Mine are all sleeping. And the dog. It's scary. They're all sleeping.
Do you have a gas leak in your house right now?
If I do, I'm not fixing it because they're all asleep. This is really bizarre. They're not. All right.
Go poke one of them.
No. No. All
right, okay. I did do
Although I should, because they get all freaking crazy at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, yeah. They're all full of energy from napping up until then.
Uh-huh.
I did have one thing that I probably should talk about, is what I did on the weekend. I went to I'm going to leave a little break here. I'm going to insert the bumper. And then I'm going to do the story.
Hey there, this is Ralph Garman, and you are listening to the World of Myth Bits with Mike and Stephanie. You made an excellent choice.
There you go. That's...
Okay. You said break and we both froze.
Well, yeah, because...
Like, you don't even move on video.
No. My good buddy, Jason Bayshard, he's the movie reviewer for the World of Myth magazine, and he's also podcaster for the Movie Madhouse podcast.
We love you, Jason.
And we decided to go to... okay, we didn't decide to. This happened earlier. Jason got
in the middle of a podcast.
Well, in the middle of a podcast. But Jason got a hold of me, and he goes, dude, do you know who's coming to Forest City Comic Con? I go, dude, no. Why would I want to go to a con? He goes, Ralph Garman is going to London. I went, I'm going to a con. So,
welcome to con life.
I try to get away from cons, and they get expensive. But Ralph Garman, the leader of the Garmy, the head of the Ralph Report, Hollywood Babylon with Kevin Smith, movies, TV. This guy's done it all. He's been he's a Hollywood mainstay for over 20 years, almost 30 years now. And I call him podcast royalty to me because at first, when we first started doing this, I called him.
I'm nodding.
Yeah. I'm nodding. I called him my podcast spirit animal, which to me it is, because he's been on the radio forever. He started the podcast Hollywood Babylon, and one of your cats just woke up. Other shoulder. There we go. Okay.
All three of them are awake now.
But no, we had a chance to go, and a friend of ours hand makes whiskey jacks. Our friend Jeff, me and Jason's buddy Jeff. They're
on Twitter.
They're on Twitter, the Whiskey Jack. And we got a hold of him. Jason did. He goes, I need you to make a custom Whiskey Jack for us, because we're going to bring Ralph Garman a personalized Whiskey Jack. And Jeff goes, that's fine. It's only going to cost you 2 bottles of Jack Daniels. And we went, that's cheap at any rate. So we smuggled a bottle of Jack Daniels into the con.
Lawbreaker.
Well, we had a mule. So our mule brought the bottle in and gave it to Ralph while we were waiting outside in line. And while we're waiting in line, my phone rings, and I look at the phone, and it says, no caller ID. I went, nope, not going to happen. So I put my phone back in my pocket. 30 seconds later, I get a text message. It's from Rob Bellamy from the movie Madhouse. The text message was, answer your phone. So I went, okay. And my phone rings, and it says no caller ID. So I answer it. I go, hello. He goes, it's me, dummy. And I go, okay, where are you? He goes, look to your left. And I stop, and I kind of look. He goes, your other left. So I start spinning slowly to my left. He goes, look up. And I'm looking up, and there's a dude behind me can hear what's going on. And he taps me on the shoulder. He goes, I think that's the guy right there. Like in the top, it's almost like the third floor. In the one corner, he's behind glass that's tinted. I can see kind of a hand waving. So I wave back. He goes, Ralph's got your gift. He's waiting for you to show up. I went, what? So Ralph has been tipped off that we are coming with another gift. So we go and we talk to Ralph, and it's like when we got early access tickets. So we're up there. There's somebody already talking to Ralph, and I'm sitting there, and I'm starstruck. I am absolutely starstruck. And
not often you meet your spirit animal in person.
No, you don't. And I turn, I look at Jason, and I go, holy crap, I'm nervous. He goes, yeah, me too. And we're like, oh, here we go, we're next. Then we walk up, and we introduce ourselves, and we tell him Rob dropped off the gift, and we have another gift, and we pull the Whiskey Jack out of the bag, and he goes, holy crap, that's beautiful. And
It was an awesome piece.
Yeah. They said Scammahorn outdid himself with this one. It was an amazing... Jason picked the perfect picture. I think it was Join the Garmy.
Yep.
And had Ralph's information, stuff like that. Just a gorgeous pull from... Like, everybody did a great job getting that thing made up. And we talked to Ralph. We ended up... I ended up buying... Ralph wrote Batman 66 Meets the Green Hornet, a 6-issue comic book. And I ended up buying that, and Ralph autographed it for me. And
now you need to get them framed.
I got to read it first, then I'm going to put it out.
Oh, no, there's no reading. There's no reading.
No, well, it's a trade paperback, so it's a thick book.
Yeah.
So.
And you just happen to have it.
Right here, as a matter of fact.
Look at that!
Look at that. So, I'll just kind of...
There will be pictures on our Facebook page, The World of Myth. Oh, look.
To Mike. Ralph Garman.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, since he put To Mike over Batman and Ralph Garman over the Green Hornet, does that mean you're Batman?
Fuck yeah. That's awesome. I'm now Batman. I'm Batman.
You're Batman. And he's the Green Hornet.
Yep. Oh, I didn't think of that. That's fucking badass.
And you got an awesome bumper for us.
I did. They heard that, so.
That's mine.
Is that yours? Okay. It sounded like it was coming right from behind me.
Nope, that's my cat, and he's way in the kitchen.
All right. We're on the air. Shut up.
You heard earlier. It doesn't work when I shush him.
Oh, a squirt bottle. Anyway.
Yeah, we had already had a half an hour, 45-minute conversation before we actually podcasted.
Well, that's because of gigantic technical issues. I always make sure your updates are finished before you try to fire up your podcasting device. It's just like, I never wanted to...
If all else fails, restart!
Oh, I wanted to discus my laptop across the room, and... It was just a gigantic pain in the ass. But
highly entertaining.
No, yeah, it was entertaining. If you want to listen to me cuss for half an hour. Meeting Ralph. We ended up talking to Ralph 3 separate occasions. Because when we did the initial meet, we got a picture and a couple other things. No, we didn't get pictures. That's why we had to go back the second time. Because, we're like, oh, this is fucking cool. We got the books and we got the autographs, and we shook his hand, and he was like, oh, this is fucking awesome. We go walking off. So we start doing some laps, and I went, holy shit, we didn't get our picture taken with Ralph. Jason goes, holy shit, you're right. So
don't get a picture, it didn't happen.
Yeah, so we worked our way back to Ralph, and he was there, and we're like, Ralph... Can we get a picture? He goes, absolutely. He was the nicest guy I have ever met. And he said, I've done some con work when I was working on the movie Madhouse, so like CKX and stuff like this. I had met some of the celebrities and stuff like this. Rob and Jason have a horror story about meeting Ron Perlman at a con. So,
the Beast.
Yeah. So he would Jason was kind of leery about going back a second time. Maybe we were going to the well too many times. But we walked up and said, Ralph, can we get a picture? Absolutely. And then that's when I took the dare and I got the bumper.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, this is awesome. And then the next time we went back, it was at the end of it, Jason didn't get a bumper the first 2 times that we went up for his podcast for the movie Madhouse. I go, dude, you have to go get bumpers or a bumper.
Yeah.
And Jay goes, do you think he will? I went, gotta ask. If you don't,
what's the worst he's going to say? No.
Exactly. He said, if you don't ask, he's already said no, but you gotta ask. Yeah. So we go up there. And I had a question for him that I didn't get to ask during the Q&A. So I asked him that, and then Jason goes, I know we've gotten so much from you today. Could I possibly get a bumper for my podcast? Ralph goes, absolutely, not a problem. So Jason hands him his phone. Ralph cuts the bumper. Then, like, I'm laughing because Ralph is, like, tearing up these guys. Like he goes, this is, like, I think it was like, this is Ralph Garman, and you're listening to the Movie Madhouse podcast. What were you thinking? There's so much more stuff on the internet. Why did you make this choice? I had to walk away because I started to laugh, and I didn't want to get on the recording. And then Jason's like, oh, that's great. Like, he loved it. Loved it.
Oh, yeah.
So he takes his phone back, and he's getting ready to go. And Ralph goes, give me your phone again. I can't do that to you. So Ralph cuts another bumper for the Movie Madhouse guys.
Nice.
So they've got two.
Yeah.
So that was.
And they're going to use both.
Oh, absolutely! They used the first one already for their Monday podcast. Or they're the one that just went up.
I haven't listened to that one yet.
Yeah, it's right up on Front Street. So
nice.
As soon as it played, I went, "Oh, that's awesome!" But I think he did an Indiana Jones impersonation for the second one.
I love his impersonations.
Yeah, but
I still want to email and get him to say something to Dave or something.
All you got to do, just email him and say, try and get it in, because Jason had a request. Jason has sent, without a word of a lie, 4 emails to Ralph begging for Ralph to do the 3 things that Conan says, the finest things in life, as Kermit the Frog.
Oh my God.
Ralph had did it once before, and Jason could not find the episode in which he had done that.
Yeah.
That impersonation. So he went up to Ralph and he goes, I'm fairly certain you're not going to remember, but on the next Babylon, could you do the Kermit the Frog, Conan, the finest things in life? And Ralph goes, send me an email, and I'll do my best to get it out for you.
Oh, so we're going to have to listen to the next one and see.
Absolutely. So,
I don't listen anyway.
All in all, it was a fantastic. We spent.
I want to find out how their lawsuit is going.
I asked Ralph. That straight up. The very first thing out of my mouth was, so is that cease and desist real, or is this a bit? He goes, it's real, and they're dealing with it right now. And I'm just like, that's crazy. He goes, yeah, I know. And
it's got him freaked right out. Kevin,
absolutely.
Kevin doesn't care. No. He's been sued so many times. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Wow. That's like Kevin said on Babylon. He goes, I got lawyers. So yeah. Kevin can lawyer up, and he's gonna take care of Ralph. But Ralph, I went up, like I said, I go, is this a bit? Because I know, like, Kevin's off shooting Supergirl or something.
Supergirl. In Canada.
Yeah.
He was in Canada.
I figured we
had both of them in Canada.
Yeah, I figured they might be doing that to cover for a show, or a show or two where they can't get together to record Babylon. So they do something like this. They're like, haha, gotcha. And I go, is there going to be like a big payoff, or is this like legit? And Ralph goes, this is
there's going to be a big payoff.
A big payoff. Somebody's getting paid. Probably not going to be Ralph and Kevin, but
no.
But it was.
Well, as long as they cease and desist, I mean, they've been told to stop. So as long as they stop using that, then they should be okay.
But they're being sued for all past uses.
Yeah.
So that is the problem right there.
Some bitch got a twist in her knickers somewhere.
That's what Ralph was. That's what Ralph figured. Like somebody somewhere, because Kevin has now put a lot of stuff behind a paywall on Stitcher Premium, because he's just the money that's going out for hosting and stuff, all the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
So
he's a busy boy.
He is a very busy boy. But he put all that stuff behind, and they figure somebody got their fucking knickers in a twist and ratted him out. So, like I said, it's a real thing, and we're going to have to wait and see how that pays out. But if you get it, I think, like I said, I posted this once before. I go, they tell you never to meet your heroes because you inevitably could be disappointed by that. I can honestly say meeting Ralph Garman was everything that I wanted it to be. He was warm. He was funny. He gave us all the time that, he didn't rush us out. He gave us time to talk and chat and joke.
Look
and
at
take
you
pictures.
getting all soft and fuzzy.
It is it's. I don't have too many celebrity heroes, I guess, and him and Kevin are two faces on my Mount Rushmore of celebrity.
Okay, I'd like to say I have been a huge Kevin Smith fan, but I mean, I'm a fan of Kevin Smith. I haven't seen Clerks. Shush. Don't raise your eyebrows at me.
Again, with the books, I was wondering about our friendship, but now this might be the straw that broke the camel's back here.
I'll watch it.
Fuck yeah, you will.
Somebody told me I wasn't allowed to watch it without them, though.
That would be me. Somewhere along the line, we said we're going to have to do.
I've seen Jay and Silent Bob, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Dogma is that is my
the one.
Top 5 favorite movies. Dogma is at least number 2.
Yeah. Wow.
Some
really?
days it's up. Some days it's number 1, depending on how I feel. But it's a solid number 2.
Wow.
And they would appreciate that. But I mean, I follow Kevin on Twitter, and I follow Jason on Twitter, and I've seen a few things that I think my favorite thing that I've seen Jay in is Zach and Miri do a porno.
Yes. Yeah.
Jay has a fine ass. You don't get to see that when he's Jay and Silent Bob because he wears them damn baggy pants.
No.
It was a shock, let me tell you, when he comes walking out. What the? Holy shit.
Yep.
What?
Stab the pause button forever, did you?
Pause and rewind. It's just, what the hell? Where the hell has he been hiding all that? And why? And now, Kevin's all slim and trim. And
yeah, he's doing amazing.
Jay can't make those fat Bob jokes anymore.
That's the thing. You got to change the somebody had,
and that's going to be interesting in the reboot.
But okay, they did that with the Hollywood TV thing that Kevin did. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you see that yet? Okay, they made that joke.
I nodded.
So
I'm sorry. I'm sliding down on my couch now. So.
Oh yeah, you getting comfy?
I'm all curled up and comfy.
Right. No, but they made that joke in the Hollywood TV show because they filmed that separately, and they had a whole bunch of time in between the first part of it and the last part because Nipsey comes up to Kevin's character and goes, "What happened to you?" Kevin goes, "Oh, I had a big shit and I lost 40 pounds last night." So that it's already being talked about, that kind of thing.
Well, he says in the last episode of Babylon 2 that he had to go and change all of the fat jokes to vegan jokes.
Yep. Yeah. He's a full-on vegan now. So
I know. What the hell, dude?
Well,
no.
He wants to live. He said
I know he
his
does. And he did post on Twitter that it is paying, being a vegan is paying off, because he ran into oh God, Jurassic Park dude, The Fly. Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, yep.
Yeah, he ran into Jeff Goldblum at this vegan burger bar.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it happens. Well,
I would go there just to, see if I could run into somebody famous, but, then I'd hop on down to the Wendy's and get a burger.
Well, there you go. There you go. All right, we're at 50, so we should probably get out of here.
All right, I opened, you close.
All right, so, again, thank you, everybody, for stopping by today. Go check out theworldofmyth.com. You like that, huh? I remember. The latest edition, number 65, is fresh out of the gate. Everything is. Do you have something to add?
I did. I just remembered it. I can't believe I forgot. My book's back from the editor.
You got a
just
book?
Plug in my book.
You got a book?
My book, Eternally Bound, coming out December before Christmas.
Oh, you wrote a book.
Anyway,
all right.
I did.
Okay, so
the one you didn't read.
That's right. Theworldofmyth.com. You can find me at Twitter at TWOMBP. We're on Facebook. You can find us at the World of Myth Bits. I think it's facebook.com/the World of Myth Bits. The Jazomon Network, the Jazomon Modcast Network, or Podcast Network.
Google Play,
iTunes,
Stitcher.
SoundCloud, Stitcher, anywhere that you can get your favorite.
We're like Chicken Man. We're everywhere.
Yeah. So any place that you can get. Oh, don't shake your head. You got concussion. Anywhere you can get your favorite podcast, you should be able to find us, or any of the fine podcasts from the Jazo Modcast Network. Plug your stuff, kid.
You can find me on Twitter at Lupa, BLUPA, capital B. You can find me on Facebook at the World of Myth Bits Facebook page, and at Stephanie Barty, STEPHANIE, B as in Bob, ARD as in dog Y. And you can check out my website, www.stephaniebarty.me.
And there you go. That should do it for this week of the World of Myth Bits podcast. I am Mike Lutz.
I am Stephanie Barty, and I only told you to fuck off once this whole episode.
I know.
I'm impressed.
You are fucking awesome. Anyways, we will talk with you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.
The World of Myth Bits.